Hello and welcome to this week's installment of The Greek Guardian. Today's headline, Cragis the Corpse claims crown. And now into the field with reporter Daphne Camber.
Yes, well, yesterday in the Olympic Heavyweight Championship, Damaxinos, the Dark Destroyer, beat challenger Cragis and lost the title. In a sensational contest, the two men were both defending their unbeaten records. A crowd of 2,000 sat on the grass in the afternoon sunshine to enjoy a fight to the end. They didn't know what the end was going to be. The event was about to begin, and Big Damaxinos was booed as he stepped onto the grass and had leather wrapped around his mighty fists. Then the handsome Cragis was cheered as he stepped forward. The voice of the referee rang out across the grassy circle, reminding them that slaps with the open hand, punches with the fist, or blows with the back of the hand were allowed. Kicking was permitted, but no headbutting. When the small ref asked if they understood, Cragis answered boldly, but Big Damaxinos just grunted. The players were also reminded that the fight goes on without a break until one man has had enough, and show they are beaten by raising their hand in the air. Damaxinos just sneered at this remark. He said that he would not be surrendering. The crowd booed again as the referee stepped back. "Box!" he cried, and Damaxinos lunged forward. He swung his fist like a mighty hammer at Cragis' head, but the young man jumped back and flicked his fist at the champions. This was the pattern of the fight. Big Damaxinos lumbering around, swinging huge punches but unable to catch the slippery Cragis. Just as the crowd was growing restless, the sun sank down and the referee called a halt. "We cannot have a draw," he cried. "The contest will be decided by a single blow struck by each man." The crowd seemed to like that, and they closed in to get a better view. Damaxinos growled for Cragis to go first, and Cragis nodded. The big man held his arms by his sides, and the crowd held its breath. Cragis struck a hammer blow to the champion's head. The big man just laughed and said, "My turn." The young man shook his head and waited for the blow that would surely knock him senseless. It didn't. Instead, the big ox hit Cragis cruelly under the ribs with straight fingers. His sharp fingernails tore through the young man's skin. He pulled back his hand and jabbed again. This time, he tore out the challenger's guts. The crowd gasped as Cragis fell lifeless to the ground. The ref ran forward and claimed that only one blow was allowed and that Damaxinos took 2 blows. He disqualified him for cheating and declared Cragis the champion. The crowd cheered with joy. The new champ was not available for comment. His manager said that the boy had done well and deserved the win, and that they will have few drinks later to celebrate. Cragis will always be remembered as the champion who had guts.
Thank you, Daphne. I'm Agathon Leonard, and that was this week's installment of The Greek Guardian. See you next week.